Yo!
Yeah! Hey, let's go!
Oh my gosh!
Week 1, we are here. I cannot wait. Gosh, this is crazy. We finally all talked. Now we're here. Now we're here, man.
It's it.
Now
It's time to put it to
It's
paper
game
now,
time,
boys.
baby. It's game time. Lace up.
Let's put it to history. Laces out.
Bolt up or shut up, dude. Let's go.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm trolling all these Raider fan pages right now. I'm slapping our video everywhere, dude. Come on now. I love it, dude.
Trolling. I was watching a little bit.
You're trying to bring some heat to the conversation right now.
You know I am, dude. I'm trolling these fools, dude. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
Come on now.
I was watching NFL Game Day morning or whatever, and they were filming it in LA and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing some Raider fans kind of standing around there watching Michael Irvin and Mooch and all those guys. And I was like, because the SoFi is right there and everything. And I'm like, get these yahoos out of here.
Get out of here. What are you doing?
Get out of here.
Get it.
Oh man. But man,
guys,
we are here, boys.
I didn't sleep a wink last night, guys. I did not sleep a wink. I was like this. I was just up the whole time. My eye. See, look at my eyeball.
Yeah, well, my eyeball is acting all weird too. Look at that thing.
Oh man, what's wrong with our eyes?
Why do you think I got glasses on right now, man? I
think I need to throw my shades on. Here you go.
That's right.
Throw my shades on too.
Oh yeah, there it is. Come on now, bros.
Yes.
We got the bros up in the house.
Dude, I could not be more excited, man.
Dude,
seriously,
I'm so excited. Hey, are you playing a game right now? No, you're just posting everywhere on your phone.
No, I'm like, this is like a Raider thing on Facebook. So I'm like posting all this stuff on there.
Nice. Oh, we're about to get some of them trolls over here.
Right? Yeah, we're about to get so many trolls to hop on our podcast, dude. I want these guys to hop on, dude.
By the way, everybody kind of just logging in right now, jumping into the stream and everything. Yep. Like the stream too. It helps us out. Gets a little bit more wider of a presence of the stream. We want to be able to have as many Chargers fans as we possibly can into the stream. We are ready. FTR is going down. Week 1, family, trust, respect. Remember, it's going down right now, guys. That's right, Carlos. Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, I am so hyped, guys.
So excited.
Okay.
So excited.
So oh, nice. Okay. And guys, questions. If you have questions, throw them in the chat. We will be addressing them. Mm-hmm. Guys, well, and Kyle, when are you heading out? Are you heading out to the game here pretty soon?
Yeah, I probably gotta leave at about 10 o'clock sharp. So that's why I'm actually ready to go right now. I'm like, all right, I just gotta make sure I'm good to go. I'm all dressed to the nines right now. So
I got quite a few patches on there, man.
That's cool. Yeah. So I kind of been looking around for some patches. I want to get some more. There's a fellow that does a lot that I met before. His name's Osito Patches, or Jonathan Osito. Yes, but he has a whole bunch of custom made patches and stuff, and I need to actually buy him. He's actually going to release his store on 9/13, so just a couple days later. But he's going to have a bunch of custom flags, custom patches, whatever. You can just order from there, and things will get shipped out and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty sweet. So, and I'm going to be spending way too much money on all these different things. So.
I know it's a bit of an addiction, isn't it? Right? I mean,
it really is.
I love it. Man. I'm telling you, man. Like, oh my gosh,
money pit right now.
So excited.
Yeah, money pit.
Yep, exactly.
Well, you want to jump into it real quick, and then we'll kind of go over our notes.
Let's get into it.
Get it going.
Yeah.
So, once again, Bolt Bros here. We're here to talk about the Chargers, everything Chargers, and our opponents. I'm here. My name's James. I'm here with my two actual bros, Kyle and Andrew. So excited to be able to talk about Week 1 against the Raiders. Yeah, buddy.
The Ray Turds. You mean the Ray Turds?
The Ray Turds.
But let's get into it, boys. Let's go. Bolt Bros.
Bolt Bros.
Go.
Let's go.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Chargers versus Raider Week 1. of the NFL season. This is the point. This is what we've been building up to, boys. This is the point.
I'm shaking. I'm nervous, dude. I'm so nervous. I'm nervous, bro. I'm not joking. I'm like excited. I'm hyped. I'm all the above, dude. Not even joking,
man.
Dude.
And the thing about it is, man, I've been having a hard time sleeping dang near the last 2 days. Throughout the week, I've been having dreams about football already. Like, my mind is on football mode right now. It's my eyes red because I ain't sleeping. Like, it's bad, dude. It's bad, but we're here. We're here, man. Hopefully we have some good sleep tonight after a nice victory.
A nice dub.
The Raiders.
Yeah. I tell you, my eyes are red for a different reason, if you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what are we talking about here?
Got to calm my nerves a little bit more.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy right now, man. It's crazy.
But right.
Let's we're doing this live, guys, so we'd love to be able to get any of your guys' questions. We're going to go through a couple different points about the games and things that we're going to be looking at in this game and what we would like to see what's happening with the Chargers. Obviously, we got a lot of new players. We got a lot of new things kind of going on with our team. So we're going to just talk about kind of some points that we like to see, what we would like to see come from this game for the Chargers. And and then we'll take your guys' questions from that point. So please go ahead, throw in some questions. We'll get to them right after our points. Also smash the like button too. Andy just threw it in the chat. It really helps us all out all around. So smash the like button, helps us out with getting the algorithm and the video out there to more fans. So, but let's get into it. Let's, once again, this is week one. Every fan base's optimism is at the all-time high right now, regardless.
All-time high.
So everybody thinks, hey, man, week one, we're going to do this. I saw Kurt Warner talking about this week's top quarterbacks that are going to throw the most yards this week, and he threw in Joe Flacco. Basically, he put in every old quarterback in the league as the top passers this week. And I was like, Joe Flacco? Like,
I thought he was dead, dude.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. Like, I mean, the Jets,
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, right? Like, I mean, where in the world do you get with that one? Like, he's playing against the Ravens, who have a pretty good defense, by the way.
Yeah, they got a good defense.
So I don't understand where that's bad. But once again, I'm sure Jets fans has a very high, optimism about their team. I'm sure the Texans fans have a great optimism of their team. Raiders have a great optimism, and then obviously the Chargers. We have a lot that we came into the season that we could give us a very all-time high 100%. Love and optimism for this team for 2022. So
100%.
We're excited about it. So let's go over just kind of some of our notes here and kind of our talking points here, and then we'll jump into some questions. So 5 points that we wrote down about this game that we'd like to see, and one that I really thought a lot about, and I've chatted about this too in other videos, is better execution on first and second downs.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Absolutely.
Yep. I mean, the thing about it is like we need to have less third and longs. We need to have less fourth down attempts, which would kind of negate us taking those risks. And if we could just find some way to be able to be smarter on our first and second downs and not feel like we have to do a 3rd and 11, first down attempt or a 4th and 7 kind of situation. Like, we need to be better in those situations. And so I don't know, Andy, what's kind of your thoughts on that? Like, where do you feel we could get better at that?
Yeah, I think a big part of it's also game planning, right? We all know that the first drive is 100% scripted anyways, right? These are the 10 plays we're going to run, pass, whatever. That's all scripted, right? And I really think, again, week one's always tough, right? Because you never quite know how to game plan against, specifically the Raiders this week, right? Because new coaching staff, new offense, new defense, everything is completely different. There's not a whole lot of film to study these guys. You could probably look at the Patriots because they're going to run the Patriots offense for the most part. But at the end of the day, we need to be sharp right out of the gate. And I think that's a coaching issue, right? So again, I hope we're really, really aggressive, and we just donkey punch these hoes, dude, straight up, big time.
That's right.
Donkey punch them. Yo. I mean, that's my take on it, dude. I mean, bottom line, right? We need to be crisp. And I will tell you, one of the things that I kind of was frustrated with Joe Lombardi last year specifically, I felt like he really never let Justin Herbert be Justin Herbert. The cool thing, I will say this, guys, I really do believe this is obviously the second year Justin Herbert's in the same system. He'll probably audible more. He'll probably have more control of the line. I think he's going to do some hard counts. We might see some false starts. We might see some offside penalties with the Raiders. Guys, I'm telling you, I think they're dude, it's going to be full go. It's going to be all gas, no brakes, dude.
Agreed.
With the offense, man. So no matter what, we're going to score points. No matter what, we're going to score points. We need to be more efficient. I think that's the right word for it.
Agreed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kyle, any thoughts on that?
No, I mean, definitely. I mean, I feel like if anything, we maybe just need to not be so predictable first and second downs.
Correct.
Yeah, and so that's my take on it. So,
and just a final thought on that too. We started investing a lot in the run game, and I feel like that's kind of a big reason why, to try to help out those first and second downs. I mean, if we could start getting to the point of where we could get 4 or 5 yards basically to a run, first down, that really opens up the playbook for the second down attempt. And, you got Isaiah Spiller, who seems like he's going to be playing today. And then we got, Sony Michel. You obviously got Austin Eckler. We got Joshua Kelly. We got a pretty good situation for the run game. So my hopes is that with that investment and having another veteran guy come in like Sony Michel, we could actually have a really good run game for the first and second down attempts too. And, not even to also diminish his role, but Xander Horvath also is another guy that can really help us out too. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. Elephant in the room for a second point here. We all know the right side of our line too. Has been an issue for us and been a training camp battle, right tackle battle, dude.
Tackle battle.
Obviously we've got Trey Pipkins starting in the right tackle. I mean, we kind of predicted that, and we saw it early on in training camp that he was working with Zion Johnson individually for that right side of the line. So how is that going to hold up against the Raiders?
So, I think it's a pretty simple conversation, right? Okay. I'm gonna go into exactly. So our offensive line is way better than the Raiders' offensive line. Bottom 100%. Line. The bottom line. And it's hilarious to me when I hear, I have so many Raider fans and they just keep talking about, we got Devonta Adams, we got Waller, we got Renfro. He's not going to have time to throw the ball to these guys, right? Dude, I really believe we're going to shut the run down. We brought in these run-stopping specialists, Sebastian Joseph Day, Austin Johnson, Morgan Fox or Megan Fox. Hey-o. And we're going to stop that run. And then you got Mack and Bosa just going to smash those fools. And our offensive line has gotten way better. I think we're going to do much better against Max Crosby, Chandler Jones. I really believe Herbert's going to have plenty of time to execute our offense. Bottom line. And again, one thing that I keep thinking about on our offensive line, remember last season, we averaged 6 yards per carry on the left-hand side. Everyone knew we were running the ball to the left. Everyone knew. Because that's where we got our yardage. Right-hand side, we only got 3 yards per carry, right? So I'm excited to see the difference that we get with Zion. Guys, Zion is an absolute freaking beast. If you watch his footage, man, that guy moves bodies. He moves bodies, gets to the second level, smashes fools. I mean, the only thing I'm concerned with on the right side is stunts, right? You got Max Crosby stunting in the middle. I saw some footage on that, and I watched a couple of the older games. He did a lot of that against Storm Norton. Storm does not recover well. So my question is how that's going to play out with Pipkins and Zion Johnson. I think they're a better combination, and that's a really big reason why I think Pipkins got the start over Storm, because I think they work better together. So anyways, that's I tell you, we're going to run to the right side a lot more than we did last season. So I'm excited to see that. So anyways,
I agree. I'm actually kind of a little worried that maybe because we all actually believe that they're gonna pile on that right side. Like maybe that could be like a kind of a diversion where they actually go left more. So because they're gonna probably have a tight end, of course, on that right side as well, just to make sure for a while. But then maybe they'll just switch it over and make it seem like they're going to the right more, but they're actually going to go left. Right. So I'm a little concerned about that.
Yeah, they're going to run some stunts. They're going to do some. They'll do some trickery, right? But guys, their defense is not good. They did not improve their defense a whole lot. They got some cornerbacks here and there. Guys, we're going to score points, right? I think this game is going to be won and lost by our defense. If we could stop them, which I think we will, and limit their yards. First of all, running. we want Derek Carr to throw the ball. We want him to throw the ball because we're going to catch the ball out of the air, 100%. Plus,
right.
I think our defense is what's going to win or lose this game for us, 100%.
Agreed. Well, and the thing about Derek Carr, there was a pretty astronomical stat about him and the amount of picks he's thrown in the last 7 years. It's a crazy stat that he's not really that good against holding that ball in front of him or keeping the ball. He's not very much a game manager. He's had a lot of issues of throwing picks. And, I was even just kind of thinking about the last Raider game, or not the last Raider game, the first Raider game where Derwin James caught that interception right in front of Darren Waller to basically seal that
was
game.
So sick.
Thing. I mean, that was awesome. I really kind of hope something like that happens too. Just last point about the offensive line too. If I was the Raiders, I would basically kind of really overload the right side of the line to really try to pick on Trey Pipkins and Zion Johnson. Not trying to give them a strategy by any means, but I think it's a pretty much an obvious thing to do. Force the right side of the line to do their jobs.
100%. Yeah, test a rookie. You're testing a rookie, man.
Exactly.
You got to see what happens. How does he hold up? Right.
Yep. If you look at the huddle too, just to kind of give you just quick stats of their line versus our line. I mean, the huddle.com basically puts the Chargers offensive line at number 9 in the league to where they put the Raiders offensive line at 29. So we'll see how that kind of goes. So
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
It's pretty bad. So third point here. I know Andy kind of dabbled a little bit on this. I mean, are we going to let Herbert be Herbert?
I hope so.
Do we throw the ball down the field? I mean, Raiders do kind of have a suspect backfield. I mean, they had a lot of shifting of players. They traded off Trayvon Miller to the Cardinals for a 7th round pick. They got Rock Ya-Sin, Anthony Everett, and then they have Nate Hobbs, who sounds like he's going to be one of the starting cornerbacks there too. So, they're ranked not bad at all based upon PFF, but, things shift around. New players, new scheme, new teams for these guys. Like, it shifts around and makes it a little bit more difficult. So are we going to see Herbo bombs this game? I want to see that. Dude,
guys, like, I will tell you one person that people are sleeping on. Nobody is talking about Gerald Everett.
Yeah.
And it blows me away. Nobody's talking about him. He's listed as an athlete. I don't know if you saw
just an athlete.
Yep. Well, but he's obviously a tight end, right? But he goes, hey, I'm an athlete. And there's something about him that is completely different. He's a decent blocker, but he's a better he's really just a big wide receiver. I mean, think of him really as like another wide receiver. And Parham probably will not go today, guys. A lot of people are asking questions about that. I don't think he'll go. He's had his hamstring issues gotten worse and worse. But I'm telling you guys, Gerald Everett is going to be amazing, right?
Yeah.
Jet sweeps. We're going to see all kinds of crazy things. Probably see some tunnel screens. We'll see all kinds of little screen plays to him. That guy is just a freak of nature. Amazing athlete. He did great in training camp. So I'm excited to see him go for sure.
Yeah, and I threw him on my fantasy team this week because I had George Kittle.
Skittles, he's
out this week. Actually, it's crazy. That Niners Chicago game is pouring rain, so that'll be an interesting thing to see Justin Fields and Trey Lance out there and see how that all works. So, heavy run game. If anybody's got running backs from any of those teams, just play them because I think that's probably going to be the best bet. So, I got 100%. Debo Samuel on one of my teams, so he's kind of a running back too. So we'll see.
Well, what's crazy? I just realized this though too. Like this one kind of slipped right under the radar, but we just picked up Richard Rodgers from the Eagles.
Yeah.
Well, totally random. Yeah.
Yep.
Super random. And he was on our practice squad. And, I remember him and picking him up for some waiver wires in fantasy some years ago with the Packers. And he wasn't that bad at all. Like, I mean, the guy is actually pretty good. So kind of a big pickup out of nowhere. Exactly. It sounds weird. Like, I don't think I remember even seeing that transaction happen. But awesome. Like, I'll take a veteran guy in that position.
Exactly.
All day. Let's go.
So now we really got like 2 veterans right there that freaking have all kinds of experience. And it's like the only thing I'm worried about that whole situation is the fact that he hasn't really practiced with us too much.
Correct.
So he doesn't really know the scheme too well. So if anything, he's just going to be a blocker tight end, at least for this game.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sure that'll be the case. And I mean, once again, it's going to be heavy Everett. I'm sure he's going to take a lot of the snaps. So
a lot of McKinney too. And McKinney's done a really good job of actually being a better passing tight end as well too. He's definitely I think when he came into the league, he was more of like a blocking tight end, right? That was kind of the whole point. But I think he's really improved that game for sure. So we'll just see a lot of Everett and McKitty for sure. Yeah. And by the way, Justin, Kyle Van Noy, dude, you know what's funny about him too, by the way? We don't really know how he's going to be used, right? Because again, he's listed as a middle linebacker, but he's probably not going to be a middle linebacker for the most part. I think he's going to be in there just to rush the quarterback, right? I think that they're going to use him in that regard almost 110%, right? I don't think he's going to be there to do anything as far as middle linebacking is concerned, a whole lot, right? So I'm really curious to see how they use him specifically this game. And again, remember, guys, we've done nothing but play vanilla offense and vanilla defense all through preseason. We have not even seen our offense really run or our defense really run. And I remember Brandon Staley kept talking about, hey, look, we're gonna throw some interesting plays and some interesting coverages out there, right? I think we're gonna see some real inventiveness coming from Brandon Staley this game. So I'm excited to watch that.
Great.
That's one of the things I'm really excited to see.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great to be able to see the Brandon Staley defense kind of come together. The team, the full
100%.
team. I mean, mind you, once again, we're not sure about where J.C. Jackson's at, which we'll talk about here shortly. But hey, there's a lot of great weapons on this defense. So, actually, just to segue perfectly into point number 4, how is our D-line going to hold up the run and have a huge day against Derek Carr with Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Kyle Van Noy? I mean, Sebastian Joseph Day. I mean, this is what the great thing about the offseason is that we basically fixed all of our problems and got the guys that we want. We want big body guys that could fill gaps. We want guys that could get after the quarterback. We want guys that could be versatile and be able to play, as an edge or a linebacker, go out and still be a good pass defender. We got guys. We got dogs out there. And I'm excited to see how this D-line works. And once again, I've been saying, dude, Raiders have the 28th worst line in the league. Dude, we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat. We're gonna eat. That's Ezekiel Elliott eating.
It's definitely gonna be a feast out there for sure.
Dude,
one of the things I will say too is Mack and Bosa are two different pass rushers. Bosa is more finesse, right? He's a little more finesse. He's a little more, spin moves, this and that. I'll tell you right now, Mack just bull rushes people. He just pushes them over. Just get out of my way. But it's interesting seeing how that will play out this season. In fact, I watched some footage with him the other day. He does a really good job of just cutting the line. Like he may line up wide and then just cut right in the middle. I saw some amazing sacks with him. He just has that amazing first step. He's unblockable in most cases, right? And like I said, guys, I think no matter what, this game is going to be won and lost by our defense. If we can stop them, even just get a couple of takeaways, game is over. It's a wrap, dude. It's a freaking wrap. And what did Bosa say? Was it week 2 or 3 when we played the Raiders? He said, "Look, if you put some pressure on Derek Carr's face, he just crumbles up like a ball." I'm not joking. I really believe, bottom line, Derek Carr, you put pressure in his face, he is not going to do well. He's not going to do well. And so we get that done, game is over, dude. It's a wrap. It is a wrap.
Agreed. Well, one of the great points too, Khalil Mack talked about, he's like, man, this is the best I've felt ever going into week 1. Ever. And I mean, that bodes extremely well for us. I have such a hard time of like these players or these fans saying, oh, Khalil Mack's washed up. I mean, he's 31. You saw on Thursday night what's his face? Von Miller did.
Von Miller, he crushed it, dude.
That dude's 33.
Amazing.
Amazing. 33. He looked like 21-year-old Von Miller out there killing folks.
Just rushing.
I mean, I don't know why you guys are saying that. I don't know if it's bitter Bears fans. I don't know what it is, but like Khalil Mack could be comeback player of the year this year. If he has a massive season, he could basically just go out there and just dominate the league and show him what's up. Like he said in that interview, you know I'm hungry? I'll show you why I'm hungry.
I'll show you.
And then he walks off, dude, and all that kind of stuff.
I'm sure Chandler Jones is older than Mack.
Right.
What are the things? Look, age is just a number. We all know that, right? Hey, we're all leveled up. The Bolt Bros are leveled up, right?
That's true. That's true.
But I'm still out there playing, bro. I'm playing pickleball, I'm playing softball competitively.
We are doing it.
Ain't gonna hold me down.
Yep.
But my point is this, man. Like at the end of the day, I am so excited to see what they do together. Mac and Bosa, I think those guys can just, man, they are just gonna wreck those fools. Look, their line is horrible. We all know their line is horrible, right? And if we stop the run, put the ball in Derek Carr's hands, he ain't going nowhere, dude. He ain't going nowhere.
And the thing about it is, like, their O-line, their strength is their left tackle. Colton Miller is a good average left tackle. From that point on, most of their line is a lot of second-year dudes, guys that have bounced around on practice squads and everything like that too. The X factor of this whole thing is Sebastian Joseph Day, in my opinion. If he could find a way to penetrate in the middle, which he's going up against a second-year tight end or center who's okay, not great by any means. If he creates a penetration from the get-go, that takes away from their short throw game too.
100%.
So
100%.
that will change the whole dynamic to this game. And like I said, I expect something very similar to what the Bills did to the Rams, where they get 7 sacks, picks, turnovers. Once again, there is a sloppiness to week 1 that's going to happen. The refs first week being in the season, sloppiness call plays on them. Now, once again, I hope the refs don't give this game up based upon penalties. But there's going to be a little bit of things that we have to think about with the refs. We have to think about us making mistakes too. But I really, really think that we could go out there and really, really dominate this game at the D lines. And you win and lose on the line, basically. And if 100%. You look at that position for position, we have a much better situation on both lines.
Yeah, well, and
absolutely.
And keep in mind, man, like at the end of the day, our defense is completely different. I was watching Derwin James's interview after practice, and he's like, "What's this game mean to you?" He says, "It means everything to me." Herbert's been talking about this. I'll tell you right now, guys. Okay, let me take one step back. Let's talk about Herbert for just a second. We are so lucky to have a quarterback like Justin Herbert, right? Dude. He's out there after every practice throwing balls, making sure his routes are crisp, and he has his accuracy down. Plus, he's a great locker room guy, right? You look at like the Kyler Murrays. And by the way, Russell Wilson is going to be a disaster. Mark my words. I do not think he's going to be a good quarterback for the Broncos. I think it's going to be a complete nightmare. He's not a good locker room guy. And Justin Herbert is a leader. He's a quiet leader, and he absolutely is a perfectionist. And that is huge, guys. That is absolutely huge. So no matter what, in this game, with our run defense and whatever, we are going to score points, period. Okay, we're going to score. But I don't want it to be a shutout, or a big, Tecmo Bowl type of game where we're 52-52 or whatever, right? But I want to see us shut the run down, and then make them throw the ball, get some picks, dude. We're gonna eat, man. We're gonna smoke them. That's right, Justin. We gotta go play some pickleball, brother.
Let's do it. I'm ready. We got 2. You play against the Bolt Bros. You bring your bro. We'll just bro it out and play some pickleball. Let's go.
You don't want me on your team. I suck at pickleball. So bad. I'm so bad.
Oh my gosh.
It's so last point on that, Kyle, too, and the last talking point there.
I think the truth is though too, it's like it's gonna be a good game. That's all I know. Look, I mean, I think we really just kind of beat this one like a dead horse here. But I'm just excited. I'm really excited to be out there, and I just actually got a message from Captain Jack that he's actually already out there at Thunder Alley. So I'm like,
he's already there, huh? Yeah, you better get down there and say what's up to him, dude.
I'm definitely gonna say what's up to him and show him a good time a little bit, So he might get kicked out by the time I get down there, though. So that's all right.
You got to smooth that over. By the way, guys, I'm already talking to another podcaster for the Chiefs game, so we're probably going to go live. I would say probably Wednesday. Guy's name is Alex.
Gibbons, right?
Yeah, Alex Gibbons. Yeah. And he actually is a beat writer for the Chiefs. So I chatted with him for about 30 minutes yesterday. We had a great conversation. We're going to go live probably Wednesday evening, right? So then you guys can have questions. You want to ask him questions about what the Chiefs got. Hey, look, there's a lot of question marks on the Chiefs, right? They got a good offensive line, but at the end of the day, they lost Tyreek Hill. How's that going to change things? And, how are they going to play different? So I'm excited to have that. So just stay tuned for that. So that'll probably be Wednesday evening. So
yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, well, let's first off, FTR first off, family trust respect first off. So let's
that's right.
Exactly.
Week 1's ahead of us right now. Let's do this. Let's get this dub. Let's talk about one of our last points here. How do we cover all the receivers for the Raiders? That's a big thing, and that's a big task that every Raider fan, they jump always on that. Yeah, They have a fantastic, solid core of wide receivers and a solid tight end who they just signed to an extension. Hunter Renfrow gets open. He's a great route runner. Obviously, Davante Adams, we know what he does. Darren Waller, he's a solid tight end. How are we going to cover these guys? J.C. Jackson seems like a game time decision. He's doubtful. We'll see where that kind of leads. I think he's been putting a lot of, that cream on his cuts on his ankles and everything like that to try to heal it faster or whatnot. But we'll see what happens. I know they brought up Keeman Hall from the practice squad. Maybe it's just kind of a safety blanket more or less. But we got guys out there. We got Asante Samuel, second year now for him. We got Michael Davis out there. You got
Asante Samuel's third year, though, right?
Yeah, no, this is the second year. This is the second year. He was drafted last year.
Are you sure? Oh, I thought. No, you're right. Nope. You're right. Yeah. You're right. I was talking about that. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And then you got Bryce Callahan, and then just even throw the guys out there. You got obviously Derwin James, who does a great job of blanketing tight ends. So and throw in Kyle Van Noy too. Like he's really good on the pass game also. So we got guys that could do this. What's your guys' thoughts on this?
I'll walk you through the coverage 100%, right? So Callahan will be in the slot. He'll be all over Renfrow. And guys, we're going to man up. It's going to be man up. We're going to be running mostly nickel most of the game. Obviously shut the run down. But again, Callahan in the slot. It'll probably be Mike Davis covering Devontae if, JC can't go. My thought is, though, JC will probably be out there. He'll probably try to go, and it's going to be a game time decision.
Yeah,
I think he's going to go try and run, do some cut plays, whatever he wants to do, just to put a little pressure on it.
Yeah.
If he feels good enough, he'll probably go. If not, then it'll be Mike Davis. But then obviously we got Asante Samuel on the other side, and I'll tell you guys, Derwin James is going to be all over the field, right? He'll probably be down on the box. If Waller's out there, he'll probably man up Waller. If not Derwin, then you'll probably have Kyle Van Noy cover him as well too. Because look, we know Waller's not a blocking tight end for the most. He's really not a blocking tight end. He's more of he's just another wide receiver out there. And then bottom line, we're going to have the two high safeties, so we'll just eliminate the deep pass, right? It's going to be pretty simple, and there's going to be a lot of man coverage. So I'm super excited to see how this plays out. I think it's going to be great, man. And again, it's going to boil down to controlling the line. If we stop the line, and by the way, Bosa and Mack are very good at stopping the run as well too. They're very underrated on that. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, they're good. They are really good at stopping the run. So I think the edge will be stopped. And man, I'm telling you, and you're right. Vato's going to kill it, dude. I think he is hungry. He is ready to show that he is a badass corner. And I've been watching that guy forever, man, at BYU as well too. So he's solid.
He's solid. Yeah, last year he seemed like he had a lot of personal things kind of going on, kind of screwing with his game. If you guys have ever if you guys watch kind of the Manti Te'o story and everything and just realize how much of a mental game can affect your game, or how much of the mental aspect of the game can affect your game.
Big time.
That's a perfect example. And so I think he's got his mind right. I think he's got his mind cleared this year. And we'll see how it all pans out for this game. But the thing about it is, when you have three different guys that could be great targets for you, most of the time the strategy is, well, you can let one of those guys do okay, but you can't you have to neutralize the others. I think we have enough guys that where Darren Waller is basically going to get picked on by Derwin James. If you look at the stats on that since 2018, Derwin James has basically killed tight ends anytime that he's covered them. So that's kind of one factor is already out. Now it's about Hunter Renfrow. Now it's about Davante Adams. And I think we got the guys that could do it. We could even possibly double team Davante Adams too, and just kind of go from there. So
and look, they're not going to run the ball. They every Raider fan likes to bring up the fact that we cannot stop the run. That was last year, guys. That was last year. We have brought in specialists to stuff the run. And remember, when we start talking about our whole point of the defensive linemen, right? They cover gap and a half, right? So they are there to just jam the middle and just put it in a position where they can't run the ball. They cannot run the ball. And it's going to be awesome, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Yep.
I cannot
It's
wait.
going to be a great game. It's an exciting game for us. But, by the way, guys, if you guys like the video and everything, smash the like button too. Hit it, just kind of helps us out a little bit, getting the video out further and further and further. But, this is going to be a good game, and I'm excited about it. I mean, Justin Herbert's been waiting for this game, and he's been thinking about this game since the last time we played them, obviously week 18 of last year. So, another X factor is that Herbert's going to be wanting to just get this dub. Like he wants this dub, and
big time.
And once again, I think we got a Raider fan on our chat over here.
Yep. He's actually drunk. I think he's already drunk. He had another comment in there. Like I can't even really understand what he was saying.
What he read either. It was like I have no idea what he was saying there. Mumford and
Mumford, Charger, spelling, barber. He's already drunk, man. He's already five cases of beer in.
Remember, it's just family, trust, and respect right now, guys.
That's right,
so,
guys.
We got to make sure we have that FTR going on right now. But the thing about it is it's interesting where these Raider fans really seem very, very high on Derek Carr to where they realize, hey man, we got Herbert on our side, who's top 3 quarterback for sure. This guy. Right. I mean, let me reel it back. Let me just say top 5.
Yep.
But a totally different type of quarterbacks and a guy that actually could really go and make the plays when necessary. They know as that last game how many times Herbert made the efficient when necessary throws. Yep. I mean, 4th and 21, touchdown. 4th and 18, touchdown. Dude, come on. You have to respect that game. Could Derek Carr do that? I'm going to say no. And I just don't think it's possible. But bottom line, this game is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I've been losing sleep here. My eyes are getting red just because I'm ready for the season here. I'm excited, man. So,
oh my gosh, so excited.
Bottom line, guys, once again, we're doing this live. Go ask any questions and anything like that. We'll just talk about it. I know Kyle's going to be heading over to SoFi here shortly to go to Thunder Alley.
That's right.
Go to the game and everything. So,
yeah, and James and I are going to do we're going to do a post game as well too. So as soon as the game's over, we'll hop on. Hey, did we get a hold of Bolt Dad at all, Kyle?
Yeah, Bolt Dad is not available, but I'm actually calling an audible right now, and I got another guy that might be able to join you. It's actually from the Mile High round table as well.
Oh, very cool.
From that network, it's Coach Defense. He's the other Chargers top speaker there.
Oh,
so
badass. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Good. So let's see if he can actually join you guys or not.
That'd be awesome.
I'm still chatting with him about it, so that'll be pretty sweet. So
cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So one last thought too, guys. I would just say this, right? I really do believe this game is going to be won by our defense, right? Bottom line, I think we can shut them down. Now, again, we know the Raiders, what they're going to do. They're going to try and get the ball out of their hands real quick, right? And Derek Carr, we all know this, guys. Derek Carr holds the ball a lot longer than most quarterbacks. He's around 3 seconds. So I promise you, Josh McDaniel sat him down and said, hey, look, dude, we need short passes. You want to live? You don't want your head ripped off? You get the ball out of your hands in under 2 seconds. And I don't know that that's Derek Carr's game. He's not that guy. What was that article that we read the other day about Justin Herbert going through his entire progressions?
Yeah.
And under 2 seconds, he goes through all 5 of his progressions in under 2 seconds. That's fantastic, guys. His mental game is so much better than most other players out there. I'm just telling you guys, he's a different type of quarterback, man. He's so smart. So, anyways, we're going to score points. We just got to stop them.
And it's interesting about that. And maybe I'm going ahead of myself saying something like this, but the thing about it is Justin Herbert has the intangibles of the desire and love of the game, the mental game of it, and he just loves football. And obviously he's got great talent on top of that. There's kind of this blend where I kind of think, man, he could be that kind of Peyton Manning kind of guy where he just controls the game. He knows the game inside and out. He knows where to throw the ball. He already knows pre-snap, this is where I'm going and this is what's going to happen. I just think that Justin Herbert has such a high level of talent, and we have the ability to potentially have one of the most amazing quarterbacks for the next generation.
Oh my gosh, he's incredible.
I'm really excited about it, man. I'm just excited about how this season goes. I'm excited to see more Herbert highlights, and let's see if we could get Shane's Day's folder full of great plays of Justin Herbert grow 10 times, this season. So, but yeah, we got Raider fans jumping on here. It's great.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's good, guys. I put this all over Raider fans pages all over on Facebook and everywhere. So I love it. Hey, glad you joined. Smash that like button. Guys, it's going to be an amazing game. I'm just excited. Yep. And Kyle, I am so jealous that you're going to be there at the stadium, man. I'm not joking, dude.
Yeah. You could have showed up, fool. You could have just got your damn ticket and I got freaking tickets. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I keep thinking to myself, like, I should be there, man. But anyways, I'm excited. And Richie, good to see you as well, too.
Thanks man. It's good to see you, Rich. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Any questions that we got to get over here? Anything like that? Anything that came up or anything like that? I know we chatted a little bit about J.C. Jackson. Seems like it's a game time decision, more or less, with him.
That was the only question that came up, I think, so far. So we're good to keep on moving.
A lot of statements.
But yeah, you know what? That's just it so far.
Cool.
Yeah. One of the things I would say too, guys, is look, I don't think the Raiders have enough on the defensive side to stop us at all. Right. I really just do not. Right. They have not done a good job. And bottom line, we are going to score points. Right. I just don't believe that the Raiders can stop us offensively. And if it's a shootout, that favors us because we can stop the run now. I mean, we still haven't done anything. And just like Khalil Mack always says, we're a paper team. But at the end of the day, they have brought in specialists to come out there. One of the things I really like about Brandon Staley too, I've watched all of his videos, and every time he talks about it, he's like, look, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. One of my only criticisms that I will say at this point, and guys, what do you think about this? We have not played any starters all preseason. Yep. The Raiders for the most part have not as well too. But my question is, are we going to be ready game time when these pads start smashing each other? Are we ready to go? It's going to be interesting, man, for sure. Yep. Because look, they've essentially been playing two-hand touch this entire time, right? They're not really out there hitting each other. So I think tackling could be a bit of an issue. I think we could see some sloppy plays here and there just because we haven't been out there. But I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. We're ready for it.
And I mean, the thing about it is week one is such a crapshoot. We don't know what we're going to expect from this team. We have honestly a very talented team. The Chargers have a phenomenal adjustment on their D-line. They have a very good backfield. They've added a better offensive line. We've only gotten better on that right side. Now, once again, Zion Johnson had his moments where he played bad. Trey Pipkins has had his moments where he's been great on the right side and been bad on the right side too.
Yep.
So it's really all about finding a way that we could actually stop this run, not be bottom in the league in that category, having a good blend of holding, the pass yards down, the run yards down. I did actually check too. Last year, Derek Carr did not throw over 200 yards on us for both games last season. So
they ran the ball. Yeah,
they ran the ball. And you attack our weaknesses, and that's what happens. Now, if you can't run or you can't throw on us, what are you going to do at that point? So, I don't know. It's going to be just, once again, week one, we don't know. Last year, week one, there was a lot of teams that got upset kind of early on in the season that were supposed to win. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, I know these Raider fans have a high hopes about their team, and they feel very enthusiastic about them, and we'd love to be able to hear from them and what their thoughts are. I mean, really, what we see as fans, we see that you have a very shoddy offensive line. And that's
defensive suspect too. Defensive suspect.
Defense backfield suspect. So, like, hey, if you guys want to talk. Like, we love to be able to hear these Raider fans talk about what they think. I mean, Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, and Waller will only get you so far if you don't have a good O-line, bottom line.
And it's so funny. People keep talking about Devontae Adams having an amazing season. I'm like, dude, he's not with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is an extremely better quarterback.
Totally different last year. 2-time MVP back-to-back. Totally different.
And I'm like, guys, like, think through that just a little bit, right? Like, Derek Carr is not Aaron Rodgers. And I understand the concept of you can have a great wide receiver, and Devontae Adams is a fantastic wide receiver, but I promise you he'll have a down year this year because Derek Carr is not going to get him the ball the same way, right? He's just not going to do it. So it'll be interesting to see. And you're right, Richie. In theory, we have brought in the right guys to stop the run.
Yep.
It needs to happen now, though. Okay, we need to stop the run right now, 100%.
Yep, absolutely. So bring up Rich's comment right now. I think it would be kind of interesting here to chat about that. Oh no, Rich. No,
the other Rich. There's
a couple Riches in here. You know,
drunk Rich here. Yeah.
So he says, you for sure are going to find out what chemistry is in the NFL. We have Brady offense. You don't have a Brady quarterback, by the way.
Yeah.
You get because Mac Jones ain't a top 10, top 15 quarterback, by the way.
No, sir.
No,
sir.
No, he's a game manager. He's a game manager.
Yeah. And coming from Patriots to Derek Carr, that is completely different scheme as well.
Totally different.
Yeah.
So you get that Josh knows your QB very well. Now you're in huge disadvantage already. Vote for Raiders coaching staff. That was probably no commas, longest running sentence I've ever seen in my life. But look, you guys are coming into a new system. Derek Carr is learning a new system here.
Yep.
They are learning a new defense here. You know, it's going to be an adjustment for you guys. Yep, we have 100%. Continuity going into the season. We have basically 100%. New players in a scheme that have also been in this system already too.
Yep.
It's a plug and play situation for us.
Morgan Fox.
So,
Yep.
Guys, it's going to be different. Now, once again, I'm going back to it. Week 1 is week 1. Things happen, things shift around, things happen to where you just aren't ready for the game or whatnot. And, people get tired after, third quarter because now they're finally playing a full game together. 100%. I get it. But it's a different system for you guys. And you can't compare this offense to being Brady's offense. You can't compare Derek Carr to say he is Tom Brady. Sorry, guys. Tom Brady, regardless, is a phenomenal quarterback, greatest quarterback of all time, period. Different type of quarterback. So, once again, think a little differently. Don't go on there and think we got the Patriots all of a sudden. We got Bill Belichick. I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant here, but expectations down just a little bit.
And by the way, guys, speaking, and I literally had this conversation with my buddies, the Raiders fans, just the other day. They should have kept their old coach. I'm just drawing a blank on his name. Rich
Fangio? No, not
no.
Bisaccia. Yeah.
Because look, Josh McDaniels was a disaster in Denver. A disaster.
Massive.
And so I don't look at him. I don't think he handles stress well. I don't know that he's going to really be that guy, right? And you got to wonder how it's really going to play out with Josh McDaniels. You never really know. And I understand week 1, everyone's hyped. Hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Delusions of grandeur. I get all of that, right? But my point is, again, Derek Carr is not Tom Brady, right?
Yep.
He is not Tom Brady. Tom Brady gets the ball out in under 2 seconds. It's 1.5 seconds is his average.
And they will probably try to do the same thing against us
100%.
This game
100%.
Too.
That's the way they're going to try to beat the Chargers this game. And I'll tell you right now, if we just get hands in his face, start touching that guy, right? Just letting him know that we are there. He's going to get happy feet and he's going to miss. He'll miss ball and we'll get picks and there'll be issues. Man, I'm really curious to see how, one, we stop the run. I do think we'll stop the run a lot better. Even if we're just middle of the pack in the league and stopping the run, that's great. That's huge. That's probably all we need because I think we're going to have enough ball hawks to be getting some interceptions and we'll get more sacks too. So it's going to be real interesting to see.
Yep. Yeah. And
Raiders
Richie,
okay.
The thing is, though, it is an interesting thing about how you're kind of saying like, hey, unpopular opinion, he wasn't that bad at the Broncos. Look, he did start out on fire. I think he was like 8-0.
He did
really well. And then I think it was something to do with like the cheating acquisitions that kind of came up from that point that basically threw everything off. And it seemed like the team just disowned him at that point. And that's a chemistry issue at that point. And
very true.
We'll see kind of where that goes with the Raiders this year. This is something that the videotaping scandal that happened over the Broncos, that changed everything. And so once again, that is a very what did Captain Jack call the Patriots?
No, not the Patriots. He called the Buccaneers the fake Pirates.
Oh no, but he also called the Patriots like the cheat-trits or something like that, or the
cheat-trits.
Like that.
The cheat-trits. Yeah. Captain Jack was awesome, by the way, guys. He was so fun to chat with. Oh my gosh, he was hilarious.
Yeah, he was awesome to chat with. I loved it. But we as seeing, hey, you go from 8-0 to basically just not winning games basically at that point. It's just a complete drop off. You kind of I think you left that season 8-8 at that point, and then the second season I don't even know if you got through the second season at that point. The thing is though, he even was like hired by the Colts and then it was like, nah, never mind, I don't want to be with the Colts kind of thing. He walked away from them, and then he came back to the Patriots, which most ex-head coaches end up going to. And they go right back to the Patriots. If they go as a head coach somewhere, they get rehired by the Patriots, stayed there for X amount of years, won a couple Super Bowls. Great. Love it. Love seeing that. But now he's back with the Raiders. This is a second shot to try to show that he could be a head coach.
Yeah. Can
he do it without, I mean, his 8-0 run was based upon a lot of videotaping of other teams to get that leg up. He can't cheat. This is a different thing here. Carlos, I love the acronym there with the Patriots paying all the refs in order to succeed. That's pretty true. Pretty true, my friend. But it'll be an interesting thing to see if he grew up from this point. Correct. And he will actually be a legitimate head coach this year.
Yeah, and think about this too, right? Like every single coach that has come away from Bill Belichick has not succeeded anywhere else.
At all.
None of them. And don't get me wrong, but Bill Belichick,
Mike Variable, probably the only one that you can say, hey, he got some. Yeah. Vrabel. I couldn't even say that.
Variable.
Variable. But again, it'll be really interesting to see. Now, I will say this: the only thing that concerns me too is that the Raiders finally are allowing the head coach to run the actual team. Right? The old genre at the Raiders was, hey, dude, I'm paying this guy a bunch of money, make it work. Perfect example, Leatherwood on the offensive line, right? That guy was not good. And they would just say, no, you got to make it work. We're paying him a bunch of money. But obviously the regime is completely different. Fine. Yep. Josh McDaniels says, no, this guy does not play. And, we'll go with somebody else. And so that's interesting thing to see there, right? So in a way, that's good for the Raider fans because it's good because really the people that matter are recognizing the right kind of talent to be successful. Right. But at the end of the day, you still got to wonder. It's a first-year head coach, with this team, and he doesn't have all of his real people around him to really execute his offense as best as he possibly can. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, right? It'll be very interesting.
And the one thing, too, and we've chatted about this even last season, Brandon Staley inherited Anthony Lynn's team
100%.
And with those players that came with it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, though, with Josh McDaniels, he came in there and he said, hey, look, I need to find my team and I need to find the guys that I want on my team. He dumped off basically Trayvon Miller or Mullen. And then also Leatherwood, too. And these are guys that are like high draft pick guys. I mean, obviously, even to say with the Mike Mayock and Gruden era, I mean, there were some disastrous drafts there and choosing the wrong personalities to be in that locker room. And so he really just said, hey, look, man, we got to make the moves that makes my team now, not next year kind of thing.
100%.
And so, and it's a smart move, to be honest. Like, I think more teams should do something like that. And I think when we were chatting with Captain Jack, the Bears picked up a lot of the contract for Leatherwood too, which
that's right.
The Bears have always had kind of a lot of issues with their O-line. So I'm sure they're excited to have some former first round pick kind of guy there, but they don't realize that he wasn't really that good.
His footwork was horrible.
It was bad, very bad. And Rich keeps jumping up, and Rich Vedris keeps bringing up the whole fourth down ball. Why do you go for it? Cool. Just that exact same point that I was making. We inherited a team that wasn't Brandon Staley's system fit. This year, we have Brandon Staley's system fit. We have the guys like we talked about. Our D-line is built to be able to be space eaters now. We have 100%. Those guys. Two very solid guys on the edge that could really make a difference. We have a top line cornerback, which we'll see if JC Jackson plays. Outside of that, we still have really good cornerbacks in the backfield. So why he went on those fourth downs? Well, it's because our special team sucks, which we hopefully adjusted this year, and it seems like we did. We got guys that are space eaters now. We have a defensive backfield that's extremely dangerous. And on top of that, we upgraded our O-line to make our best player, Justin Herbert, have even more time to throw. So last year, we went for it on fourth down a ton because we kept it in our best player's hands, Justin Herbert. That's top 5 offense for a reason. Keep them there. Keep the ball with them. Make them make plays. And I think really that's truly why we got these other players like J.C. Jackson to come over here, Sebastian Joseph Day, Kyle Van Noy, Sony Michel. These guys came over because they love to see a coach that wants to put the game on the team, make them make the plays kind of thing. So
100%.
And you know what? And you know what, Rich? If you think that the Raiders were actually going to let the time run out for that game for both
you don't
of us,
understand
dude, we are freaking rivals, okay, bro? Like, we are not going to let you win. You are not going to let us win. We are not going into the playoffs like holding hands, being all hunky dory, la la land. And it's like, no, F that, dude. We win and lose on the field, and if we're gonna lose, we're gonna lose our way. All right,
that's right.
That's it.
That's right.
I just have to go on a little rant on that real quick because it's actually almost 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna get out here. But just wanted to say, of course, it's always about family, trust, and respect. I love you guys, and just wanted to say, if you guys are here watching this channel, go ahead and like that, smash that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to us. And share with your friends. And we are going to be live after the game. We are going to be. I won't be on it because I'm going to be at the game and I can't get to my computer fast enough. It's freaking LA traffic, But we're going to have a special guest for it. So, but with that said, though, you know what? I mean, I'm just going to I'm gonna just get out there. I need to get to the Thunder Alley. I want to eat me some good food and have some good people, whatever that, And Rich, I mean, you got to get off that wacky tobacco. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what you're talking about.
The devil's lettuce, dude.
The devil's lettuce
over here.
Yeah. So with that said, I'm getting out of here. And as always, fuck the Raiders.
Whoa!
Hey, but one other thought on this too, though. I will say this, guys. The cool thing, though, is we have a much better punter now, too. So I don't think we're going to go for it as often on fourth down as well, too. The one thing I will say, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, J.K. Scott is solid, guys. He could flip the field. Nobody wants to talk about special teams, but it will win lose you the game. And that's one of the things I will say on this for sure.
Agreed, man. Agreed. Yeah, we probably should just wrap it up here shortly, too, because I know the games are about to start here in the next couple minutes. But, bottom line, man, Herb, I know you brought up a point talking about, hey, we might be even more aggressive this season because we have a defense that can back up our offense. I mean,
100%.
If you really think about like that Bills-Rams game and what happened at that game, the defense was really making that offense allowed to be more aggressive. And they had, 4 turnovers, I believe, for the Bills?
Yep.
And guess what? Dude, 31-10 was the outcome. The Bills still destroyed them because the defense backed up the offense. And
100%.
So I could totally see that. Bolt up, don't punt. Let's make it happen. So, bottom line, excited about this game, guys. Let's wrap this thing up. Last final thoughts, Andy, anything like that you want to throw out there?
Yeah, look, guys, it's going to be exciting, right? Okay. I'm going to wrap this up and make this real simple. Okay. Their offensive line is not good, right? One of the worst in the league. We are going to exploit that. We're going to stop the run. I think Mack and Bosa have good games. And we're going to crunch Derek Carr quite a bit, right? I think it'd be nice. It'd be interesting to see, though, also how well we stop the run. I think we're going to be much improved in that regard. And they're going to probably start just smashing the ball and just go in that direction. Offensively, we are going to score, right? Their defense is not that good compared to our offense, right? We're top 5? I think we're third in the league in scoring last season, right? So no matter what, I think we're at least going to be still scoring 29 points a game. If we can just cut and minimize the mistakes on the defensive side and just stop the run a number of times, maybe 1 or 2 takeaways, game's a wrap, guys. Game is a wrap. I think we'll do much better this season too. So
agreed.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Let's get into it, boys. Week 1, man. I'm excited about this. I can't wait for this, man. And this is going to be a great game all around. And excited about it here once again, guys. So glad to have you guys join the squad or the video today and in the stream today. We appreciate all you guys' participation points on this. Obviously, if you like the content, smash the like button, share it too. Love you guys, man. And week 1 is here, boys.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Okay.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Chargers, let's go. Bolt Bros, we out.
Bolt Bros.
Let's go.